Good morning, everyone. Welcome to UUUF, University Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. My name is Michelle Flores, and I'm your service leader for today. Today is May 28th, 2023. I welcome everyone to join us in this shared sacred space, and this is a great time to remind everybody to please silence or turn off your devices. We're going to start this morning with committee moments. So people with committee or with announcements from the committees will come up to the mic and share information with us.
Am I it today? Oh, okay, good. Can I go? Derek, Facilities and Grounds. Reminder, the work day for June is moved to the 24th. It'll be kind of a coordinated effort with the RE guys. We're going to try to get some parents here. He's going to tell you about it more later, like ice cream or whatever you're going to do, right? Yeah. We need bark chips. If anybody wants to volunteer, some bags of large nugget bark chips for the front landscaping, which needs weeded, so there'll be a good project for people to do. We're also going to pour the marker for the time capsule, right? So we got plenty to do. There's a fence to be repaired. I already bought this stuff, but I need a big guy to help me bend it back into shape, right? So if anybody can do that. So that's what we got going, right?
Hi, I'm Celia Mitchell, and I'm running the film club here. Since the season of summer blockbusters is approaching, we'll be screening the hit movie Jaws on Friday, June 9th at 7 p.m. Jaws is rated PG. Bring snacks to share for yourself. If you have any questions, I'll be in the back after service.
Paula Despang, Committee of One. Now, a little over a year ago, maybe a year ago, during General Assembly, Reverend Tracie and I were talking, and she said that she had, when she goes to GA, she gets stole envy because other ministers have razzle-dazzle fancy stoles and she does not. So I got to work on this and some people helped me and I have it for her today.
All right, well then you hold the bag.
Okay, I'll hold it.
Oh my gosh.
Just a little color. Did you hear that?
No. Thank you.
I wanted her to look just as snazzy as everybody else at GA.
Yes, you made a request for more.
That's a hard act to follow. No gifts. Marianne Feldheim with Social Action Committee. Well, actually a gift, yes. First of all, SAC is meeting after service. We'll be meeting in the library. And for those who didn't get the email, the meeting ID for people online is 356-0518-9779, code 461507. And if not, you can text me and I will send it to you. So we're meeting in live and on Zoom. The last piece is last week we talked about the constitutional amendments that we are encouraging you to sign. These are to put amendments on the Florida ballot in 2024, which means that the Florida registered voters decide, not the legislature. There is one on abortion and there's one on the right to clean water. So they are on the credenza over there. We encourage you to sign them, fill it out correctly, because they won't count unless it's filled correctly and legible, and I'm happy to take them at any time and send them in for you. So thank you all. Hope to see you at the Social Action Committee meeting.
And I'm wearing Margie's membership hat. She, it's not like the other one, right? Okay. So, 2 things from Margie. Next week after service will be UU 101, which is an opportunity for those of you who are not yet members that might want to investigate how our church works, a little bit more about Unitarianism. I think she usually has pretty good snacks. So that's after service next week on Sunday, June 4th, I think that is. And she's also hosting a membership potluck at her house on Saturday, the 3rd. Everybody supposedly got an invitation. If you didn't, come see me and we'll work it out, but everybody's invited. She's got a beautiful home. It's at noon. It's on the kind of a northwest side of town. So it's a potluck, and her pool is finished. So I'm just saying, you might want to take a towel and a bathing suit. So hopefully a lot of you can come. I will be out of town the next 2 Sundays, so I can't go, but I will be in Colorado where it's going to be in the 30s to 60s, so you can be envious of that. All right. And also on the back with the petitions, which if there's extra, you're welcome to take them and get your friends to sign. But there are also the proposed amendments for General Assembly. Janet's out this week. She's in Minnesota. And if you haven't yet voted your preference for the amendments that our delegates will submit at General Assembly, there's packets over there so you can read them easier than on your phone, and ballots. So they need to be in by the 1st, which I believe is Wednesday or Thursday. So, that's been in the newsletter. So if you want to do that. And also, more to follow, but I will be here along with Janet while General Assembly is going, and offering a chance for those of you who didn't register to come watch the business meetings, maybe an occasional workshop or a worship. So the online program is there. So if you want to look at it and see something interesting, let me know, and we'll see if we can broadcast it here in the sanctuary. Okay, that's it.
Hello. A few things. So first, following on what Derek said, we're going to have a fancy kind of twist to the workday in June, where it's going to be a family workday, and we're inviting people to bring their whole families with their kids. There'll be kid-friendly activities, and the whole family can work together to help take care of our congregational grounds and sort of sweeten the pot and help us cool off after. There will be an ice cream social when we finish the work. So definitely try to come if you can. It's going to be a blast. We've also still have spots open for people who want to volunteer to teach something to the kids over the summer. Can be, whatever hobbies or passions you have that are, appropriate for kids. Go ahead and sign up. The form is in the notable news. You can go ahead and sign up. Give us the days that you are open, and we'll go ahead and try to schedule something that works for everyone, and you can also have a blast there. And finally, just a reminder that next week we're going to be starting our bake sale, so keep your little room in your belly for that. Thank you.
Oh, this mic is very loud this morning. Also, for the women's group, just a reminder that this coming Friday, June 2nd, is we're going to be meeting here at the church, so that will be this month's meeting. Okay, so this morning's opening words. They come from Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. So this time of year, many students are either already or are about to wrap up their school year, and their parents are right there with them. And I wonder how many times, like during the past school year, somebody has thought like, oh man, it's gonna be impossible. I don't know how we're gonna make it through this week or this year or whatever, right? And then today, we also have a bridging ceremony, which celebrates the transition of our youth from their high school experience into young adulthood. I feel like for them and their parents, there have probably definitely been times of feeling like things were impossible and the finish line was very far away. So maybe now that they've reached that point and they're in this transition, maybe it doesn't feel so impossible anymore. Regardless of the feelings that they're feeling or the feelings that we may have, I hope you will join me today in celebrating this time of transition, from school year to summertime, from high school to adulthood, and anything else that we may be going through right now. This morning's opening music is Heroes by David Bowie.
I wish you could swim like dolphins can swim. Though nothing will keep us together. We can beat them forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
This morning, for our chalice lighting, we welcome, normally the youth of our congregation will help us with the chalice lighting. This morning is Addie. She is 3 years old. Her pronouns are she, her. And her joy today is that her Nana and Papa are visiting. I whisper into the very loud microphone. Please join me in saying the words. In the light of truth and the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. We also affirm ourselves as a congregation with these words of affirmation. Please join me. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek truth and love, and to help one another. I want to welcome everyone, particularly new visitors that we may have this morning, both here in person and online, and say that this congregation is a great place to put down your roots and also spread your wings. We're a group with shared values and principles, but also diverse beliefs. Today is a little bit different. If you are a visitor, I definitely welcome or encourage you to join us at least 2 or 3 times because things are different. We have a part-time minister that speaks twice a month, and then we also have things like today, which are a little bit different than our normal service. So I encourage you to come back and give us a try a few times. With that, we also share joys and concerns with each other, because our joys, sharing them with others, can increase that feeling of joy and encourage others to join with us in those feelings, and sharing our concerns can also help lighten our load. So I invite you to come up with any joys and concerns this morning into the mic.
My joy is that yesterday I went to the beach, and this morning we got donuts.
Yeah.
And I got to ride the boogie board at the beach.
Hi, I'm Lorraine. Excuse me, Lorraine Williams and her frog. My grandsons, who were born 2 years ago, weighing in at 3 pounds and 3 pounds 1 ounces, are celebrating their second birthday at 31 pounds and 29 pounds, I think. They are thriving.
My Nana and Papa's visiting, and she wants to go to Kansas with me.
Hi, Chloe Hatfield, and my joy is that I went to my first wedding yesterday. It was such an amazing experience, and I'm so happy for my friends who got married. Long blessings and long years ahead of them.
Joey Cole, I just wanted to say that I had a wonderful vacation in San Diego with my son. And as inspiring as he is, the dogs were more so. His girlfriend has 3 shepherds. One of them is blind. And to watch how the other dogs interact, and I have some great videos if you want to see, but he also fetches. I know it's unbelievable, but he does. You have to throw the ball ahead of him a little bit. He hears where it drops. And originally, my son's service dog would help him to find the ball. Now he can find it on his own. He sniffs it out. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for all the support, because a lot of people were helpful as far as my husband was concerned while I was away. So thank you very much, and I'm just really happy to be a part of this congregation. I'll leave it at that.
I also have a joy this morning that My child, Jules, is one of the people that is bridging, well, is the person bridging. And also we have a few extra people here with us today, like my son is here and his partner, and yeah. So I'm very happy to have people here this morning. Did we have anything online? Okay. All right. So this is the time for all ages. I'm going to invite up both Reverend Tracie and James.
I'll be over here. You can be over there.
All right, that sounds good.
Since the entire service today is kind of a time for all ages, we're going to do something a little different for this, and we are going to formally recognize, honor, and thank the volunteers and staff who have helped with the RE program in the past year. So I'm going to read out the names, and then when I call up the names, feel free to come up here as you're willing and able and join us for the wonderful, wonderful ceremony that is today. So, in the RE Advisory Committee, Carrie Mitchell.
Come on. Yep,
Yes,
you can
feel free to
applaud.
apply. Marissa Kahn. Chris Reed. And Chloe McElroy. Our youth group advisors, Amy Mowbray and Chris Reed. Our RE volunteer teen interns, Ender Walker and Remus Carr. Our RE volunteer teachers, Marissa Kahn, Chloe Hatfield, Michelle Flores, Barry London, Carrie Mitchell. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Margie Bullock, John Irie, and Larry Vita. And finally, our RE staff, Celia Mitchell, Jules Flores, and Chloe McElroy. I want to thank you all so much for everything that you've done for our RE kids. You have made a real difference. Thank you. Now you can all take your seats.
So Chloe is not here, but I will share with you all what we were going to give her and we will give her. A few months ago, you all filled out little slips of paper letting everybody know how much you have appreciated her time as an RE staff member. She has decided to pursue other things and is going to be still here in our congregation when she's not traveling, but will also be, taking some time off from that. So I created a little treasure box that has all of your slips. If you did not get a chance to fill one out, we have them in the office. You can just leave her a note that reminds her of the treasure she has been to this congregation so that, in rough times, she can open the box and remember how much she is a treasure. So be sure to see us if you need to fill out a slip. Yay.
And now,
You get to get the mic.
and now, for the Paper Plate Awards, a tradition begun by Amy Mowbray. So, all of our children and youth are beautiful and unique, bringing immeasurable value to our lives and to the future of our world. We hope that these awards will help remind them of that. One by one, I will call up each child and announce the award. Kids, you will come up, receive your award, and then return to your seats. I will ask that everyone please hold their applause until we've announced everyone, but parents, keep your cameras ready. Are we ready? Okay. Most engaged, Ellie.
I'm bad. We're supposed to hold applause. Don't follow me.
Most curious, Clark. Cutest glasses, Addie. Most active, Miles. Understandable. Most supportive, Finn. Most likely to be a train conductor, Ethan. Most likely to be a superhero, Bruce. Sweetest, Ani. Best Lego builder, Uriah. I'm so sorry that I didn't see you. Congratulations. Most likely to be a Jedi, Rowan. Most thoughtful, Sophia. Cutest haircut. Coolest haircut. I'm so sorry. I can read. Coolest haircut, Chase. Most likely to become president, Livy. Most outgoing, Rudy. Most energetic, Anastasia. See that energy? Congratulations. Best visionary, Billy. There we go. Tell him congratulations for me. We got some alliteration here. Most mellow, Aiden.
He's personifying the mellow. Yeah.
Full of surprises, Quest. Best style, Lana. Most insightful, Aris. Most likely to be an award-winning artist, Amaris. And best dungeon master, Ender. appreciate your service. And now let us applaud them all.
As we just heard, our service is multi-generational, and our children and youth will remain with us after the interlude and offering instead of being sung back out to their RE spaces today. This week's offering is divided between the works of UUUF and a cause our Social Action Committee has identified. It looks like this week it is Save the Children. Thank you. Our children will assist in passing the offering baskets while we listen to Human by Christina Perry.
I can hold my breath. I can bite my tongue. I can stay awake for days if that's what you want. Be the number one. I can fake a smile. I can force a laugh. I can dance and play the part if that's what you ask. Give you all I am. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. But I'm only human, and I bleed when I fall down. I'm only human, and I crash and I break down. Your words in my head, knives in my heart. You build me up and then I fall apart, 'cause I'm only human. I can turn it on. Be a good machine. I can hold the weight of worlds if that's what you need. Be your everything. I can do it. I can do it. I'll get through it. But I'm only human, and I bleed when I fall down. I'm only human, and I crash and I break down. Words in my head, knives in my heart. You build me up and then I fall apart, 'cause I'm only human. I'm only human. I'm only human. Just a little human. I can take so much till I've had enough. 'Cause I'm only human, and I bleed when I fall down. I'm only human, and I crash and I break down. Your words in my head, knives in my heart. You build me up and then I fall apart, 'cause I'm only human.
At this time, I'm going to ask Reverend Tracie to come up.
So bridging is an important time in Unitarian Universalism. It marks the time our emerging young adults bridge from the RE program and youth program into adulthood. And I'm going to talk a bit more about that in a few minutes, but first we're going to watch a slideshow about our two emerging adults, Sophia Vita and Jules Flores. Now before we begin, I want you to know that Sophia was okay with being honored. She just did not want to get up in front of everyone. So we're going to honor that today. So Patrick, whenever you're ready for Sophia's slideshow, and then Jules. And be prepared for tears, y'all, if you've known them for a while. So adulthood is not a boom, you're an adult, unfortunately. This stage that Jules and Sophia are about to enter into is liminal space. And the bridge is a metaphor because it's not an instant, it's a journey. And these are the first steps into that journey of adulthood. And I want to share the words of Wendy Bell with you. In pre-modern or simple societies, a huge amount of resources is poured into making the transition clear and unmistakable and ensuring that the entrance into adult society is successful and timely. In modern society, the transition is often drawn out, the signs and symbols of it subtle, and the period of adolescence extended. In our culture, there are few clear and powerful rites of passage that help adolescents to make meaning of their status and to become adults. The meaning of adulthood is often left for the individual to define. Are you an adult when you graduate from high school? When you are eligible for the draft and can vote? When you are of legal drinking age? Are you an adult when you begin to work full-time? When you move out onto your own? When you are no longer financially dependent on your parents? The boundaries that mark adulthood in our society are not clear, nor are they agreed upon. The transition into adulthood is not imbued with so much meaning as to make it understood by those who undergo it or by the culture as a whole. So when we prepare for the bridging service today, I want you all to think about that time in your life that you transitioned from young person, teenager, to adulthood. And while there's differences between our times, right? We did not have to do high school and graduating in the midst of a global pandemic and all the other things that are wrought with it. We have some similarities. And I want you to think on those so that after the bridging, you can help Jules and Sophia to pull that out of themselves as well and be that support. And so now we're going to do something different than we have done, and Jules is going to share a short reflection.
Good morning. I already know I'm going to start crying. This is going to go real well. Okay. I would like to start talking about my memories with RE. I started here a few years ago, and I was just another teen who was just figuring stuff out, figuring out what I wanted to be, and I was in such a different place in my life. But I then became a volunteer, and I started working with kids and realizing how much I actually love it. And over the past, I don't know, year or so, I became a staff member, which is awesome, because now I get paid to be here and hang out with your kids. So. And it's great. I've always had support from everybody here, and it is awesome. Over the next few years, I would like to continue my education and get a bachelor's degree in education, and preferably early elementary education, because, I don't know, kids are my favorite. I'd rather hang out and be a kid than be an adult. I'm hoping to start another job with some kind of childcare thing, because a lot of you know I went through a job with childcare and it was something else, but here we are. I'll find another one and it'll be great. And finally, I would like to reflect on some of the people who have kind of made me who I am today. Pretty much all of my closest family and friends are here. And then I also want to thank the following members of our congregation: Joey Cole, Amy Mowbray, Carrie Mitchell and Celia Mitchell, Paula, I don't know your last name, Paula Desping, and Reverend Tracie. These members they've made like life-changing impacts on me, and I am always grateful for the love and support they share with me. And since today is celebrating RE as well, I am so grateful for the families that we have and the kids that have shared their lives with us. And thank you to the families for trusting your kids in our hands and helping them learn in these formative years. Oh, okay. Last thing, okay. I am so grateful to have all of you along the journey with me, and I can't wait to see what adventures come next and to share them with all of you.
So you can sit right there. You can sit right there for a minute.
Sorry, this is not as stable as I thought it would be. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
I got it.
You got it.
I did.
Okay.
Before we begin the bridge crossing, there are a few things we
You
want
need
to
to use
do.
the mic.
I keep forgetting. Thank you for reminding me. I think I'm loud
Do
enough.
you want to come over here?
I could do that.
There we go.
There we go.
And then I'll take this. And I'll come over here. We totally did not rehearse.
You can't tell, can you? Before
Whoa. Real loud today.
the volume of this one is very different than the volume of that one. Okay, third time's the charm. Before we begin the bridge crossing, there are a few things we want to give you. In this bag are things you may need on your journey. A book on becoming an adult UU, an anchor to remind you of our support, a journal and pen to take note of this time, a first aid kit so as you journey into the world you can help bind wounds, a chalice necklace, and some other goodies. So here, be well prepared.
So, turn around so that you can put it down if you want to, and then turn around so that they can see you. There you go. So, it is our tradition that our bridgers receive a walking stick created by Happy Amin. And on this are feathers to help you fly, a stone to keep you grounded, and may peace go with you, bells also to make music as you go. And Happy says, Jules, as you travel the path of life's adventure, your UUUF family is sending you with this symbol of our support. And there's an alligator on it because you love Florida. And then she shares this quote. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one to decide where to go. May peace go with you, and remember that we are here as support and our love for you. And I'll move over here.
Jules Flores, I send you to your new beginnings.
And turn this way, Anne's trying to take a picture of us. Y'all should have got these cameras ready beforehand. What did we do? She was busy crying. I know, she was busy crying. So I want to welcome you officially into the adult congregation here at University Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. And then one last thing, and that's your turn. You see, one of the things that our Commission on Appraisal has said over many years is that this is the time when we tend to lose our youth. After they bridge, they leave, because they leave that community and structure of RE and the youth program and come in here, and it's harder. The community shifts. There's not that tight closeness of youth group. And so your job as the congregation is to be curious, invite them to share with you their ideas. Don't go right to telling them what they need to do. Our kids here, our youth, our young, emerging adults have learned more in these past few years than any of us learned growing up. And so let's listen to them and invite them as they ground and grow and change and maybe change again. And finally, I want to share the words of Rudyard Kipling. See all my reading glasses, Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone and hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything in it, and which is more, you'll be an adult, my dear one. There is the ending of our bridging service.
That was really beautiful. I might have cried a little. And then I was like, what? Maybe I should have rethought this whole service later on the day my kid bridges. Here we are. Excellent. So for the closing music, we have Show Me What I'm Looking For by Carolina Lear. I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Wait, I'm wrong. Should have done better than this. Please, I'll be strong. I'm finding it hard to resist. So show me what I'm looking for. Save me, I'm lost. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for you. I'll pay any cost. Save me from being confused. Show me what
So just as a quick side note, I think we're having a little technical difficulty with this one of the speakers, so in case you're noticing difference in sound. And also, oftentimes we have somebody like play piano or lead the songs for hymns, or the band, we have a band. So just as an FYI for anybody who's not here very often, we're just doing things a little bit different today. So for closing words, today they come from Robbie. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's what happens when I. Yep. Yeah, I know. I decided to do service leader on the same. Please join me in saying the words on the screen as we extinguish this chalice. Now for our closing words. From Robbie Shell. Transitions in life can offer opportunity for discovery. Today, I hope that you all go out and take some time for discovery, whether it's in the world around you, in your community, or even within yourself. I want to thank you all so much for being here today, for joining us in this ceremony. I invite you to stay for coffee and conversation if you can, and I hope you all have a great week. Thank you.